Hey guys, so today we're at the Dwarven Mines to talk about the update and to me the problems with this update, since I know no update is perfect and people might not hear it, but there definitely is things that could have been or could be improved upon. And the first thing we'll talk about, just something I really dislike, is the forge feature. So as you can see, when you try to craft, you're pretty much gated by these times when you want to get your new items. Eventually, you're pretty much done with the forge, which is nice and all, but you pretty much end up at a point where when we go look at the prices on these items, you will see that they aren't all worth too much. And if you go and, calculate how much profit you're going to be making from these items, surprise, surprise, you are not making that much, since there's thousands of other players who are crafting them as well, which, kind of makes the whole system redundant, if you ask me. Since there's so many people crafting all these different items, there's such a surplus supply of them that it just really kind of a timer for people to craft them, which I think it would have just been nicer to, just hand in the materials and get the items instead of having a forge time, since again the forge time doesn't really seem to matter, since the price, the cost to make these items is really just the time, and in the end they're not going to be like any profit anyway, because as it stands, pretty much the only really big profit item is the mithril plate, which you guys probably know that from another video we uploaded the other day when we were just talking about what you should craft in the forge, which as you can see mithril plates are down to a really low number, like 12.9 mil, which is pretty cheap. And I know it varies quite a bit and you don't need too many of them, but the forge is kind of weird limiter, which it doesn't even matter because this is pretty much only an issue for Iron Man, but it was annoying the first few days when we were trying to get our hands on stuff like our titanium drill, for example. So beyond that, what other issues do I have? And I think, this is one I do want to cover and I've talked about, is the mithril drill. If you don't know, there's a titanium drill, which I unfortunately am not level 5, so I can't showcase it, but thankfully there is one on the AH, so we can just go show that off. Hopefully I can find it, unless someone already sold, which would not be awesome. Boo. There it is, highest price. Yeah, the titanium drill. So, it is quite a bit better than what we have, compared to mine. It pretty much over has 100 speed over it. But the issue is you cannot upgrade the mithril drill to the titanium drill, which to me is a really big problem, since, it feels like we got stabbed in the back when we wanted to make this item, right? I just felt really upset because at the time when I made this, mithril plates were 50 mil. I could have made huge money, and now mithril plates are literally worth nothing. So, I lost out big, and then just for this to not even be used to make the titanium drill was, not that awesome, if you ask me. Because I'm sure plenty of other people got baited and made this drill, which it is a good drill, but, if the titanium drill is just, better, and it's, like, not that expensive either, why not just get the titanium drill, right? So, beyond that, what other issues do I have? Well, I think another one is this island is huge, and I think you guys know, or probably been exploring it. There was a lot going on in this island. If you probably already played through it, and if you haven't, well, go check it out. It's a really cool big build. But at the same time, I feel like all this space we have is too much, if you know what I mean. It is so large, and it's only a 24-person lobby, right? And it's so large, and it's probably gonna get even bigger with the Dwarven Mine Part 2 update, which is something I do want to talk about in a few days, because we don't know when it's coming, and if it will even come soon. But how are they going to expand this? And two, will they even expand it, or will they just add new stuff to what we already have? Because this place is huge. Probably, I'm pretty sure it is the biggest island, in the game right now. It's like, to me, it has so much wasted space. There's mithril veins literally everywhere. There's even the mist area down there. There is so much, and I just feel like it's a bit wasteful. Because it's literally a 24-player lobby and not much going on. So I feel like the build could have been a lot smaller, which kind of leads to my next point of what, when, and are we going to get new ores? Because I think this might help a little bit if some of these mithril veins end up becoming a new ore type, since it is kind of weird, you know, we just go around and around and around, and it's all mithril everywhere. I was expecting more ores at launch instead of just, you know, mithril and then titanium. I think it would have been nice, which is something I do mention on stream quite a bit, is if we had the option or just, you know, the choice to end up getting you mine a different ore type, and it works the exact same as mithril titanium does, right? It just gave us more variety and stuff to do in our quests, since, you know, the commission system is a really big part of this update. You know, you come get your commission. Most of it's like mine mithril, mine titanium, you know, defeat the enemies. Surprisingly, there's no task for defeating the enemies in the mist. So maybe we'll get some expansion to the mist where commissions are needed there. Again, who really knows? But the first few days, the commissions were pretty tough. Nowadays, definitely a lot easier to do for probably everyone. You know, they made the annoying ones like Golden Goblin and Ice Warrior like reduced by half, so that was really nice of them to do. And they have made some really good fixes for this, you know, or patches for this update. Like this used to take 1,000 quests. This used to take 250 for the first commission or bonus commission slot. So, you know, they did make some nice nice patches. And, you know, it's not like, you know, I might just sound like I'm ragging on it, but it's kind of stuff I'm unhappy with and just stuff I would like to see that is, you know, a little better. To me, some of the biggest letdowns really are the pigeon being like, you know, you do 500 tasks for the map, the phone, or Maddox bat phone essentially is what it is, which is just kind of weird. It's like, why would you do so many tasks? And this eats a lot of time when we don't know if they're going to extend the heart of the mountain or, you know, or not. You know, again, like who really knows what they're going to do and when they're going to do and how they're going to do or what they're going to do, you know? Or pretty much it's how long are we going to end up waiting for the second part of the Dwarven Mines. Now, I know it hasn't even been a week since the update came out, you know, and there's still like a lot to do in the update for people. Like, you know, lots of people aren't even close to, you know, tier 5. It does take a lot of time playing. So I don't really expect the part 2 of this update to come out until probably maybe March, if we're lucky. Maybe sooner. Like, I don't know. I might just be overhyping myself, slash overthinking it, expecting up like the second part so early, but I think it would really be nice. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard, just add a few new, like, you know, one like new ore vein with a few new forge crafts, since that would be cool. And maybe make it so like the, you know, you need a certain amount of mining speed to mine, since, you know, having more mining speed is awesome and all, but it doesn't feel like it makes too much of a difference. Like I'll sit there and mine in wise armor and then I won't even notice what's going on, right? So, you know, it's kind of just how it is, I guess. And yeah, I mean, I probably didn't cover everything I wanted to cover, but I think that pretty much encompasses kind of stuff that I don't really like slash had problems with this update. I do look forward to see what they're going to do with it. I don't really feel there's much of a rant either, but I am, you know, happy they went back and fixed a lot of stuff like the commissions and stuff like that, because, you know, those need to be fixed. And the forge slots that were bugged the first few days, that was also pretty massive, and why like a lot of the items stayed like overpriced for, you know, quite the time, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up. And, you know, if you guys have other kind of issues you think you want to, you know, share about the update, feel free to share, because I do like, you know, seeing how other people think and feel about the update, since, you know, my opinion isn't the end-all be-all update. I know a lot of people love this update, a lot of people hate it, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it is a nice update. It is a good update, I will say. But it's just mining, and my sure mentality is I don't like it because it's boring. But it definitely is an okay job, you know, not much RNG. Overall, it was pretty good, and I think every update will have some kind of issue. It's not really possible to make a perfect update. If you, I mean, it probably is possible, but it would be very hard to make a perfect update, because keeping everyone happy is a very tough challenge. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video. It really does help. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.